a month ago with my sister and her fiance. Very grateful that they took me along with them. We landed in Malaga Airport. Here's a picture of the terminal. It took very, very long to clear the customs arrival. I forgot what it's called, but there were so many people landing with us. Anyway, very beautiful city. Here we took the train to the Airbnb in Torremolinos. The entrance to the Airbnb was, I thought that this was very beautiful. I think it's a courtyard with plants and cacti. Very beautiful to wake up to every morning. And this was my room. They were joking about which bed I would sleep in each night, the top or the bottom bunk, but I just slept at the bottom bunk because it was easier and cozier too. Oh, then straight after we went to the supermarket Mercado, and I found it to be relatively cheap. This is why I took pictures of the food. €1.50 for this bag of frozen churro. I was shocked at how cheap it was. And also the pizza, which was €2.50. We also bought a lot of ice cream. It was delicious. This ice cream was very good. It's kind of like a Snickers bar. After we went to a restaurant, which my sister had her fiance. I'll just say that they're my siblings. My siblings had eaten at before, and I think this was my favorite restaurant, perhaps. I wish I took that bottle home, but I don't think I'd ever use it. So, yeah, that bottle of water was very beautiful. The blue. I think it's like iconic to Spain, I'm not sure. But yes, this is what we ordered. I forgot this name, but very good. It was octopus with the lemon. It was so delicious. This was the paella. My favorite paella in Spain. It was a seafood one, and it was salty, which personally delicious. I like salty food, so this was for me. And then after, went home and I ate another ice cream, coconut ice cream. The first time that I had this kind of ice cream with the desiccated coconut on top. Very delicious. And then the next morning, around 5 a.m., we took an Uber to go to the District Central train station of Malaga. Uber was around 20 minutes. And we headed our way to Sevilla. To Sevilla. This train station was so pretty, I think. Or maybe because there wasn't many people around this time. Very peaceful in the morning. This train was supposed to take around 3 hours, I believe, but it was delayed for around 30 minutes or an hour. So the journey was very, very long. There's me looking out the window, enjoying the view outside the countryside, because I wanted to take it all in. There were many, I believe this was olive trees. I think they're olive farms, which I don't see really where I live, so that was very interesting for me. I'm glad that I brought my headphones with me, because I don't think I could have survived just 4 hours doing nothing apart from looking out the window, which my enjoyable weather. Here, I don't think the camera does it justice, but the scenery here was so beautiful, very lively, with everyone around, and the music. Yes, and you could also hear the horses trotting along the plaza. The fountain looked very refreshing on that day too. It's quite hot. People were also dressed up. I'm not quite sure what for, but it was very beautiful to see, very interesting. Such a nice day. There was also a flamenco performance. This lady was dripping in sweat. I can't imagine how tired she must be. It's very impressive dancing in this heat. I was quite hot. Just walking around sightseeing. She must have been exhausted. We also rode the paddle boats. They were so cute, baby ducklings in the water with us. This was very nice. I got to be the passenger princess. Oh, here. So we each got to choose what we wanted to do, and I chose this, which was to visit the nun that's selling pastries through a hole in the wall. So you don't see them, but there is this spinning thing in the wall, so that you give the money and they give you the pastry that you order. It was such a fun experience, and what I took, I forgot what I took, but it was some sort of cake. It was very delicious. Very delicious. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Where's this? Alright, okay, so this was on the way home. Very tiring day. The next day, we went to Gibraltar, which was, if you don't know, I am from the UK, and coming here was sort of like being back in the UK. Personally, because I think it's because I'm from the UK, I didn't quite enjoy this place that much. But we had a kebab. I love kebab. And sightseeing here, very interesting to see. Yeah, here. There was also the Rock of Gibraltar, which is one of the main sightseeing places. We couldn't visit because the taxi price was £90. I couldn't. £90 per person, by the way, which was just very extortionate. So we literally hiked up to the entrance of the rock, and it was a good hike, but very tiring. So we didn't want to pay the entrance fee either to see the monkeys. The monkeys are I think they're the only native in Europe. Native to Europe, which would have been fun, but this place was just way too expensive. So we enjoyed ourselves around Gibraltar instead. Very interesting because the weather was amazing, but it was like being back in the UK. Anyway, next place. This has to be one of my favorite places here in Spain. It's called Mias, and I think it's a town or city with white houses at high altitude in the mountains. And it was amazing. It was quite cold to be that high. It was very beautiful. I wish we spent longer here. We were only there for about about an hour. Very beautiful. I got souvenirs here for a cheaper price than anywhere else, which just made it even better. I wish we could have stayed longer, but it was the tour guide. Here's the souvenir shop that we visited. This store was amazing. They had so much for sale. Oh, everything was so colorful and beautiful. Crafted well too. I got 2 drawstring bags, I believe, and yes, probably a postcard too, because I collect postcards. But if you ever go to Mijas, you'll find this store, and I recommend highly. Very, very beautiful. My siblings got quite a few items from here. So, it was so pretty, and also the people working there were very kind and helpful. I found that the Spanish people, in my experience, were very, very kind. That's one thing why, that's a reason why I really enjoyed my time at Spain, because the Spaniards were very kind to me, and it was a good experience, people experience, social experience. Here, just walking around, we rushed this part because time was running out, and we went with a tour guide who would take us back to Torremolinos, to Malaga. Here is so pretty. People were eating outside. The colors were beautiful. The white and the blue and the nature. This was very mesmerizing. I really wish that we could have stayed longer. Stayed shorter in Gibraltar. We were in Gibraltar for around 5 hours or 6 hours. And in Mijas for about 1 hour.
Well, so how was Mijas?
There we are leaving.
Very good.
I really enjoyed the tour guide.
Let me tell you that we are going to do 2 stops for you to
And
drop off,
listening to the
or
tour
you to get off the
guide
bus.
is just so
The first
interesting.
stop will be the center of the city. Will be in a
A
stop
lot
called.
better than just sitting in silence.
So the first stop will be in the city center. Will
Which
be in a stop called
I assume
Muelle or
is their job,
here.
but
It is 5 minutes
tour
away
guide
from the cathedral. Walking
was a
distance
great
from
tour guide.
It will be very close to everything in the city center.
Going back
Second stop
now,
will be the
a little
train
bit
station
sad,
in Malaga.
but
Third stop
my feet were already hurting. There were also this interesting plants. We had a lot more of the day to enjoy, so we went to, I think this was Central Malaga City Center, and tried some new foods. I tried this, I think it was empanada. There's a public chess tournament, I think. And that guy was on rollerblades. Here we explored more of the city. I think this is the church, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is the church. But this was very beautiful. And here we were deciding where to eat. But just walking around was so enjoyable. Wow, I miss Spain so much. I miss just exploring and looking at new things. I love how you can see nature around the city too. Oh, this store was very delicious. We tried a lot of samples. The salesperson there was very kind and was offering us a lot of samples. So then we got upselled. We were upselled. Here was the part where we go back home to the Airbnb. Such a nice day. I think it rained a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe that was another day. But a very nice day. And then the next day we went somewhere else with a different tour guide. Okay, so this was Setenil de las Bodegas. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But it was where there is a area within the cliffside, and you will see. It was very beautiful. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. This mini train ride. Wow, I love this. Very enjoyable day. That day was very hot. We went around April, I think. March to April, end of March. And the weather for me was very enjoyable, pleasant weather here. So there were restaurants within the cliffside, and so beautiful, so interesting too how it doesn't fall down. What a sight. We didn't explore much because we wanted to eat, we wanted to get some food. I didn't have breakfast, I believe, because I was still so full from the night before. So we decided to eat at a local cafe. The breakfast was quite interesting, so you sit down and they ask you what you want. There isn't really a menu for breakfast, or as far as I know. So we asked people who would take bread with cured meats and jam and tomato and cheese. There was also a cat. Very cute. In this restaurant, you could still see the architecture of the cliffside. So interesting. Up here, yeah, so beautiful. I wonder if people live around there. There's the train that we took in, ready to take us back. This guy that was playing guitar I thought was amusing. He played very well with his dog. I wonder how long he's been there for. I felt kind of awkward because we were making eye contact a lot. Well, because I was filming him. But yeah, he was playing amazingly. I used to play the guitar, so it was quite nice hearing him play. And his dog, so cute, so adorable. This is me going down to the bottom of the bridge. My feet were so tired here, if you can't tell. But yeah, that was because I was wearing boots. It was interesting to explore this place. I'm not sure how old it is, but it looked very old, historical. Walking along here. Oh, this is where you can hike down. There's a trail to go down and see the waterfall. Unfortunately, it was closed up until the entrance of the waterfall. I wonder how high we were at this point, because we were just looking down on the mountains, from the mountains too. But this area is so nice, so relaxing. There was another guy playing guitar, not as good as the first guy, but still so nice to hear it. I love the nature here. There are also this tree with purple flowers, purple blooms that spread along the ground, which made it even more beautiful. Here, the viewpoint, you could see so far away, and there was just nature all around. There was another cut here, a different point of view of the bridge, and finished the trail. I was pretending that I wasn't out of breath, but I was very hot. I was wearing a jacket too. Sorry. And then we went back up to the street. We ate at this place. The food was very nice. We had tapas and empanadas. I tried a Russian salad for the first time. It was so good. Oh my gosh. That was the Russian salad. That's the empanadas. Yummy, so yummy. I think they were all the same. But yeah, anyway. trees. I think that's a cruise ship as well. But yeah, if you will go here, I recommend visiting this viewpoint. There's an entrance fee, but it's worth it to see the whole city. You can even see, it's called like Gypsy Brawl Farm. Forgot. And I think Morocco. I'm not quite sure. I didn't see it, but that's what I heard. Here, walking around. It was the end of the day, so I was already very tired. Here, even higher. And there we go. How pretty this city is. It's very, very different to where I live. I love seeing all the trees and the nature just within the city. And how historical it is. There is also that, I forgot what that's called. The stadium. I didn't get to go inside. There wasn't enough time. That was interesting to see from up far. Oh, and this is the last day. So we ate churros. The first time having authentic churro with chocolate like that. It was so good, very good. I also got this huge flat croissant at the airport. There's me. And let me go back. This was the souvenirs that I got. Lots of postcards, fan, desserts. You can probably see my face from there. Face reveal. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this ASMR, there's my face.